Today, we are talking about something that every mom needs to hear. And I know that feeling all too well, the one where no matter how hard you try, there's always something that feels like it's slipping through the cracks. Maybe it's that laundry pile that somehow multiplies overnight, or the fact that you've reheated your coffee 3 times and still haven't taken a sip. But here's the truth, just because you haven't nailed it yet doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're figuring it out. And that's why I chose this week's quote by Thomas Edison. I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. You know, I love starting the week off with a little bit of inspiration, and today I wanted to break down a quote that every mom needs to hear. I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work by Thomas Edison. As moms, we are so hard on ourselves. We juggle a million things every day, and yet we still feel like somehow we're failing. Maybe it's the messy house, the pile of laundry that never shrinks, the constant mom guilt over working too much, or the fact that we still can't get the kids to put our shoes on the first time we ask. Seriously, why is that always so hard? That's why Michael wore Velcro shoes until he was in 5th grade. But I get it, because I feel this way too, a lot. There are plenty of areas in my life where I think, why can't I just figure this out? But here's the thing. Not getting it right the first time or the second or the 100th doesn't mean you're failing. It really just means that you're learning. I've always been the type of person to look for a better way. If there's a way to do something easier, more efficient, cheaper, or just better, I promise you, I will find it. But let me tell you, it doesn't always work out the first time. For every strategy, routine, or system I share with you on this podcast, there were at least 10 other ones that did not work. I've wasted money on planners that didn't help me get organized. I tried meal planning systems that only made things more complicated. And I've spent years figuring out the best way to structure my day and my mornings so that I don't feel like it's full-blown chaos before 8 a.m. And spoiler, that's why I created my Mornings Made Simple workshop, so you don't have to go through all that trial and error. But this is also why I always have some kind of coach in my life. Right now, I have 3, because while I love figuring things out, there are some things that I don't want to test 10,000 times. Instead, I go to the person who already did that, who already failed, who already learned all the lessons, and is now teaching the way that actually works. And that's what I want to do for you. I take everything I've learned through trial and error, I cut out the fluff, and I share what actually works to save you time, stress, and most of all, frustration. So if you're struggling with your mornings, feeling like you're always rushing, always behind, and never starting your day on the right foot, I got you. That's why I made the Mornings Made Simple workshop. And if it sounds like something you're into, join the waitlist. And I'm hoping to make it evergreen once I launch it. But if you want to come there live, make sure you're on that list, because I'm teaching you exactly what has worked for me so that you don't have to find 10,000 ways that don't work. But my challenge for you this week, mamas, is I want you to reframe how you look at failure. Instead of seeing it as a sign that you're not good enough, see it as proof that you're trying, that you're growing, and that you're trying to figure it out. And I want you to start by thinking of one area where you've been feeling like you're failing. Maybe it's the mornings, maybe it's meal planning, maybe it's your work-life balance or your boundaries. Then I want you to shift your mindset. Remind yourself that you haven't failed. You're just figuring out what doesn't work. And then try again, but differently. Make one small tweak. Maybe ask for help, try a new approach, or let go of whatever isn't serving you. And I want to help keep you accountable. I want to hear where you're shifting your mindset and what one small tweak you're committing to making this week. So come on over to our Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and tell me all about it. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes, and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories, and tag me. and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.